So guys, welcome. Thank you for joining me. If you have not joined me before, this is my weekly Facebook Live called Make It Monday. You'll find that it's a little bit different than other crafting Facebook Lives you see. My Facebook Lives usually run about 15 to 20 minutes. I like just to do one single quick and easy project. One that's a lot because of my personality. I can't sit in one spot for very long, but also two, I know that you may only have a short period of time to do a little bit of crafting for the day. So something that I did this week is a little bit different. I actually pre-posted the project sheet for today's project. And I'm going to try to start doing that so that you can prep your supplies in advance and craft along with me. If you don't have the supplies that I have in the project sheet, totally fine. Just grab what you have, and actually that would be really cool because we could get to see all kinds of really awesome ideas. The project today is actually, it's a Halloween project using the Magic in This Night suite. I have been doing several other projects with this suite. I am probably next week gonna show you some different products because we have a lot of other stamp sets and suites that are really awesome. So the reason I chose the project for today is it coordinates beautifully with my September Stamp Club. So if you have signed up for that, this will be a great project that you could add on to that. If you haven't signed up, I will, at the end of today's live, I'll post that registration link and you can join us for the Stamp Club. So guys, I'm gonna turn my camera down and we will get crafting. Cool, okay, I think that looks good. Hi Kelly, thanks for joining me. Actually, Kelly, I selected the winner for last week's project and you were it. So I will be mailing you the Post-it note holder that I made last week. So be expecting that in the mail. Congratulations. Today we are gonna make this double easel card. And so you pull it out and then it can fold back up and it looks like a single card. And then on the inside, we have a little cute little Halloween message and spider. So it uses the Hollow's Night Magic Bundle. And I went ahead and I used the punch too, the cat punch for today. Now I will tell you, I don't know about y'all, but when you order a new product, you're like really excited to use it. And I had a lot of problems with the designer series paper in this suite. I am like more of a traditional black and orange Halloween girl. And so this particular paper has colors that are just non-traditional Halloween colors. So I kind of struggled, I'll be honest, I struggled with the colors in this paper. They're beautiful colors, I love the colors, but to put them in a Halloween project, I found very difficult, very challenging. But on the back, they're all black and white, and so I can work with that. I had no problem. So you'll see that I use these particular patterns in the project and also in the Stamp Club projects, and then I just added a little pop of red. Now I will tell you, I did each month, my Simply Sweet Stampers team, we do a swap, and one of my team members, and I hope she doesn't mind that I'm bragging on her, but she made this really beautiful card, and I think it's a great way to show an example of how to use those non-traditional colors in a really cute Halloween card. So Rebecca Sheets, I just want to tell you, I love your card, and this gives a great example of how to use those different colors in that pack of paper. All right, so let me pull my project supplies over. Hi Heather, thanks for joining me. Appreciate it. So I'm gonna set this off to the side as my sample. And like I said, I went ahead and I posted this project sheet last night on the Facebook group or the Facebook page so that if you wanted to print it out ahead of time and prep everything, you could craft along with me. I'm gonna try to do that every week so that you can have your supplies and we can make some projects together. The supplies that I'm using in today's project are here on the project sheet. You can also you can purchase any of these supplies or other supplies in my store, and that's my host code for August. On the back, I have my, like I said, I told you about my Stamp Club coming up. The registration ends on Thursday, so if you're interested in that, go check that out and you can register through that link. We also too have the paper pumpkin. I love paper pumpkin during the fall. All of the fun holiday kits that they do, and this one is actually really awesome because you can do Halloween, you can do fall, you could just kind of create it however you want, and it makes 20 cracker box treat packages. So if you are interested in subscribing or getting that paper pumpkin kit, just send me a message and I will get you hooked up. All right, let's get my supplies over here. Now I start off with just a basic card base, which measures 4 1/4 by 11 inches long, and I scored it in half at 5 1/2 inches. And then I have already burnished it. I take my another piece, but this one's in the gray granite, and it measures 4 inches by 10 1/4 inches. And we're gonna do just a little bit of scoring. So I'm gonna pull my scoreboard out. And it's really easy. You're just gonna take it, you're gonna score it at, hopefully you can see that. Let me put that in frame. Score it at 2 1/2 and 5 inches. And then we're gonna accordion fold it. So let me think, I gotta think about this one. Okay, so the big piece, had the big piece at the top. Then your first score line, you're gonna fold towards the big piece, that big section, and then you're gonna take the smaller section and fold it back towards you, okay? Then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a piece of the designer series paper that measures 3 3/4 by 5 inches, and I'm gonna attach it to the larger section. Oh, you liked Rebecca's card? I know, she was like, oh, no, you know, she's like, oh, it's not good. And I'm like, it's beautiful. I love that card. I thought she did an excellent job coordinating those colors. And I have really struggled with those colors. Okay, so I'm going to attach that there. And then what I want to do, before I do anything else, is I want to wrap, it's about 24-inch length of the metallic mesh, and I'm going to wrap it around this larger section and tie it off in a bow. And I always forget, you kind of have to, when you're doing your bows, you kind of have to work backwards. It's kind of weird, but that seems to work best. Okay, I'm going to put that over to the side. And then next what I'm going to do is I'm going to take another piece of the designer series paper, the damask looking print that measures 2 1/4 by 3 3/4 inches, and I'm going to put it on this lower section. So when I fold it, it will line up like this. Then next, I'm going to just start adding my elements on. So what I'm going to do next is I have pre-cut out a stitch circle. It is from the Stitched Shapes dies, and it's actually the second largest circle. And I'm going to attach it with Stampin' Dimensionals. Now I want to actually put it a dimensional on each end so that it straddles the ribbon when I put it on my card. That way it's not so awkward and lumpy underneath. So I'm going to put that there, just right over, bridging that ribbon. And then I have pre-cut 2 small of the little bats that are in the Halloween Magic dies. I have also too cut out a small label from those dies. And what I'm going to do is, before I put my bats on, is I'm going to stamp my sentiment on there. So I'm going to use my Real Red ink pad, and I'm going to take the sentiment that says there is magic in this night, and I'm going to stamp on the right side of the label. Now I'm going to just kind of let it set there for a minute to dry while I add my bats on. Now what I'm going to want to do with these bats, because they are kind of small, is I'm going to take my mini black dimensionals, and I'm just going to put those on there. And the nice thing is there's a little bit of overhang because the dimensionals are black. You won't be able to see that little bit of overhang. All right, so I'm gonna put one bat here in this corner, and then I'm gonna put the other bat more in the middle. Okay. That. Kind of tiny, these little dimensionals. Okay, so we're gonna put another one going, just flying off in the other direction. Now what I wanna do is I want to put my sentiment label on here, but I'm just gonna put that on just with some multi-purpose glue. Add that onto the bottom part here in the center. And then I'm gonna add my cat. I pre-punched it out with a cat punch. So I'm just gonna put that on with some dimensionals. And we're gonna put that cat right there. Okay, now I will tell you, when I first did this card, this is where I stopped. But then I thought, no, I've gotta add some of those red rhinestones. And I have to tell you, when I did that, it made this cat kind of spooky, honestly. So it's a little haunting, having those red eyes glow at you like that. But also too, I think it ties in the color real nicely. So I have made the double easel part of my card. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna attach this part of the card to my card base. I'm just gonna put it right there in the middle. Gonna move that over a little bit, straighten that out. All right, so now I am ready to do the inside of my card. So I'm just gonna open that up. I'm gonna take my 4 by 5 1/4 piece of Whisper white cardstock, and I'm gonna stamp my Happy Halloween message on the inside. And a little spider. Add that inside and our card is done. Okay. Put that on the inside. Guys, we're done. Okay, do y'all like that card? Is that pretty cool? I love how it coordinates with the other Stamp Club projects. So guys, I'm gonna flip my camera back up to say goodbye to you. So give me a moment. Okay, thanks for joining me. I appreciate it. Kelly, like I said, congratulations on winning last week's project. And if you like this project, share this video with your friends and you can be entered into next week's drawing for this card that I did today. I would love to be able to send you some happy mail. You can also you can always go over, grab that project sheet, and so you can make more of this card yourself. Guys, y'all take care, have a wonderful, blessed week, and we will see you next time. Bye guys, take care.